to the Out There channel, live stream 20. I was expecting a few people to join me, but they haven't shown up. But we'll play it solo if we have to, and I'll go through some UFO topics tonight, or early morning to me. It's 1 in the morning. So I'll just check out a few things and cue the music and make sure the sound's working. For some reason the sound peaks. I suppose it's to do with the noise cancellation. So I just need to make sure it's all working with the sound. It's going too loud. Going too loud. Crazy system. So maybe too low now. I think try that. We'll get there. I think that might be right. No. It's probably picking up my breathing too. Yeah, it definitely mucks around. It definitely mucks around. Might need to stop that stuff in the background here. So I think we might be right now. Maybe science. What's going on? It might be running too slow. Right, let's close down some stuff. Hey, notice you on the side there. Still tweaking this volume on this silly system. I will start soon. Just got to close some stuff, get some CPU back. Here we got Gyro World. Hello, mate. I assume you can hear me. Is it the volume too low or just right? Because I'm having a hell of a time checking it by myself here. What's going on? Should have been going faster by now. Let's get rid of that rubbish. Come on, close down. Catch up to me. Right, how's it going? Looks like it's hanging up here on this. It's still working. Looks alright in the Hangouts, but what's going on here? On YouTube, it's crawling along. I just wonder if it's screwing up. Should have been changing the picture. Okay, it's coming right now. Oh, it's a nightmare, computers, I tell you. Looks like we might be back. Yeah. Still running slow for some reason. Right, let's stop the music. Let's kick it off. They're running slow for some reason. Right, let's stop the music. Let's see, something screwed up there. I think I might have seen where I've gone wrong. Let's pipe in the order back through the... That makes sense. Let's pipe in the audio back through the video cam software. Even though I had set it up. I don't know. Let's go into the right place. Speaker. I should... Oh. Oh, yeah. Let's set up the side chat. Yeah, I need to mute what I'm hearing. That's a nightmare when you have to do it all by yourself. Right. Finally there, I think. Hooray. So how many have we got on? One. The usual. Have we got the right width on that? Why is it not opening? It's always problems. Now it is. Right. Oh yeah, that looks good. So where to begin tonight? I haven't really got anything planned. I'm not sure if you saw the last stream I did on alien abductions. It came out quite good. We had a few people on at the end, although there was a wee bit of swearing going on. So I've started clamping down on some of my rules for the channel. And also there's been, some private chat they didn't want in public, and they knew it was a live stream. So I had to edit my video and lose the side chat, which I didn't want to lose. So we want to stop that happening in the future. Fortunately, Google don't make it easy to edit videos or cut out bits in the video you don't want from a stream. And the super chats, as soon as you modify it, the super chat vanishes. Crazy setup, really. I don't know what sort of coders they hire at Google sometimes, but they do make some strange decisions. Hopefully it will get better in time, and also Hangouts. Is it going along all right at the moment? Looks a bit blurry on my screen. I'm just wondering, bandwidth is a problem at Google at the moment. I'm not sure what happened to Robert. He said he was going to join me. And Cubit, I haven't seen around. I think he's done another all-nighter or something, has he? Well, let's just have a look around the channels, get them out the way with first. There was something that was put up recently by Secureteam 10, which I need to show what it is. So people are not disinfoed. I might have to mute the sound. I believe it was this one. I hadn't actually watched it yet. So how you doing there, UFO folks? So you've been working hard, I suppose, and you're going to be doing lots of streams in the weekend, watching a load of stuff. So he's put out this shuttle tapes they don't want you to see. Clickbait title, of course. Just open it up and mute it. So let's see if I can find it in the video, because I saw the debunks coming out on it already. Let's see. Let's just skim it. I'm sure we've seen this before, actually. I think he's repeating stuff. These little blobs going past. Most of those are explained with ice particles that break off the module, because when these rockets in space, it's a mixture of hydrogen and water. Of course, what happens, hydrogen and oxygen is a byproduct, and heat. And so what happens is you get ice crystals forming. These blasters to adjust the capsule and not only will it knock off ice particles, but it also will form new ice particles. Now, I'm not too sure what he's saying about this one. It's probably blabbing on. Let's put some closed captions on. But that's not what I'm looking for. I think he's got it further up in the video here. Now that one changes directions. It looks like it's long exposure because you can see it's sort of streaky. Yeah. Well, that can be explained. Probably have to look at the technical specs, whether they fired they got like 37 miniature thrusters on the space shuttle to adjust orbit and rotation. And when they fire them, because I did this, a debunk on the STS-48 famous footage, and what happens was that it turned out to be ice crystals in my analysis, and you can have a watch of that episode. But here, the blinking lights happen because the ice crystals are formed in space from the rocket engines they use. And it comes closer to the camera and the light reflects off it as it's spinning, just like a bottle top in space pretty much. And because it's moving, it's getting energy from the thrust from one of the rockets on the space shuttle. So there's a lot of these ones that you get, and you can see it's not it's very close to the shuttle. Obviously it's not far away like you'd expect a UFO video to be. It's kind of misleading. I think a lot of this will be solved once we get into 3D cameras and you'll be able to see the little crystals of ice that are really close to the camera. You got to remember, this was back in the early days of, they didn't even have digital cameras and stuff, and a lot of it was done on film, and they had to convert it into a normal digital video that we know and upload them to the internet when they got back. But also what they do is they had a camera there that would they would process the video and also transmit it down by radio. So these are just going to be ice particles. I know it's a cop-out, it's like swamp gas, but believe me, it will be. And of course, you'd have to check the logs to see when they're firing rocket engines on these. And Tyler doesn't know what he's on about. He's just making up conspiracy and never a straight answer stuff. So let's just skim it. Again, this could be ice crystals and space junk, of course, spinning in space. That boomerang one, I'm pretty sure I've seen it before, and it has been explained. I'm not sure if it was a piece of space junk or they lost something in space and it flew off. This is the one I've seen the debunk for coming up now. You can see that they're messing around with the color, using color swap enhancements image. And I believe this is from another UFO channel that did the messing around with the video. Was it this one? So you got to remember, the lunar surface has got that very fine dust, and they believe it floats around at a certain level on the lunar surface as well. So if the sun's shining and reflecting off the surface, or say even a meteorite just comes past and crashes into the surface, which that could easily be a meteorite. Here's the picture. They said has been modified. So that means the other one could have been modified too and made into a fake UFO video. So this one's been modified to look like it's hovering off the surface. And I'll just pause it there. Where is it? Find it on the screen. Didn't pause it quick enough. That one there. Looks convincing. I'll just get up the bunkers page that I saw it on. I'll just type a side message here first, just to make sure it's working. Come to OT. My keyboard's working. So I've got my fancy light. Channel. Stream 20. Oh, looks like it's working. Oh, 29. 20. Also won't be long before I'm 29 on 29 stream. Seem to be doing a lot. Let me just grab the link. Post it into a new tab. So I'm not the only person that looks into this stuff that comes up. Other people do, but you just have to know who to follow. So this one here, I've heard of. I talked about him before. Saves me having to do a lot of work. UFO interest. And he debunks a lot of stuff that appears on Tyler's pages, as well as other people's. And just see if I can find that particular video. Looks like he's added a few more since. On this day, I think, is this the day that NASA landed, was it? On the moon. Fleet of unidentified flying objects has been spotted over China. He's saying they're military flares, I think. Normally when you get that red lights like this, generally it's flares, but it also could be LED lights, of course. Oh, here we go. So it didn't take too long to find it. Can we see that? So Scott's saying the hoax promoter Secureteam 10 published a new video sharing old NASA footages and images about alleged UFOs around the space shuttle. He said the same as me, ice particles. Also, he reshared this image I explained 3 years ago. So there you go. It's been around for a while. Massive saucer-shaped object was caught sitting on the ground. It's actually just a rock. If you play around, with the color picker, you can change the outside of bright objects due to compression artifacts, and you can get these misleading images like something's floating, like you've seen those ones on Mars where they've got the floating rocks, and also spoon, I think it is. Probably could dig those up. So if we click on his link here where he says he's debunked it, it'll open up a new tab. UFO filmed on Moon by Jim Irvin Wine after landing Apollo 15. Really? It's a hoax by Paranormal Crucibles channel. And he's showing the before and after image here with it flashing. There's the original, and you can see the dark edge here that I was talking about. You can see it's a shadow. It's being cast by the rock formation. And you can see the shadow goes along here. So the sun's over over behind the crater over this direction and shining down this way, so it's casting shadows, and you can see it's just a rock, and they've brightened it and color swapped it, so that's how you can be fooled so easy. Totally debunked. Good find there, Scott. See, this is what you got to do. You have to try and track down the original images from NASA and do a comparison. A lot of people make forgeries out there. I did one called airbrushed photographs from NASA. It was like one of my first test streams, not test streams, well, it was a test capture of my screen, and I was talking along with it, and see if I can find it for you. It's one worth watching too. Just close that one down. But he puts up quite a lot of debunks, as you can see, every day. Them all over the web, newspapers, and basically he does like that last one we seen, and gives you an explanation for it. He's not always 100% right, but he's probably a good 95 or higher percent right on most of the stuff. Some of the other stuff I've analysed myself and determined it to be something else. So sometimes he might say it's like that car one I did that turned out to be a crow flying across the front of the car at night time. He said it was a reflection from an internal light. But it turned out I was correct, because MUFON interviewed the guy and went and looked at his car, and he said that he didn't have an internal light on, and they couldn't see any smudges on his window, and they went to this location where he filmed it, and oddly enough, a crow, a big one, flew across their car just as they were coming to park. So, well, they were there parked, and it flew across. So they saw it there, and it sort of gave them the idea that it could have been a bird. Anyway, and that's why you got to do feet on ground investigations to try and back up what you think it might be. So, is anybody out there still with me, or they got fed up with me trying to adjust the music and volume levels? Hopefully it's not too loud. I turned it down a wee bit. You can say yes, the volume's okay in the side chat. So I'm just trying to, I don't know, the computer's running a bit slow again. I didn't do a reboot this time, just to be sure. Okay. Getting there. It's just running so slow. So I'll just see if I can find that NASA air Russian one I did. And what I said is what you can do. You can see how slow that's going. I did a paste and go. I'm pretty sure I did. There you go. And what you can do, if you go About tab, and then you get, oh no, it's up here, next to the About tab, I should have said. There. Let's go back. Now the writing's going to be too small on that. If I magnify up. And next to the About tab, you find, see how slow it's going? Right, finally, it's caught up with me. There's a little magnifying glass, which means search. So we can search for NASA. This search only searches that channel's videos, which is kind of handy. As you go and look through all the videos on YouTube, which you don't want, and that will give a list of all videos that got the word NASA in. What's happened? Oh, here you go. Oh, it's too magnified. So these are the ones that I've done with NASA. Blue UFO, so I talked about last stream, or the stream before, with Street Cap putting up a recent video. This video here explains it. I'll just post it on the side. Copy link. It's a good one to watch after the stream. And there's the STS-48 one, where I analyze it and determine it to be ice particles in the end. I was a bit disappointed. I really wanted it to be a UFO, that one. And here's the one here. NASA proof of image tampering. It's a bit rough. It was a screen capture one weekend. And it was showing you how to use the tools I use that I've done recently on live streams. Talks about curves and all that. So I go through it again on that, and I show you how to debunk a video I was looking at, which claims that images from NASA had been cut out images and airbrushed, and I prove it's not. So yeah, that's that one done. I'm not too sure if there's any other interesting debunks done here. Is it still working all right? Looks like it is. That's the old one here. The cigarette-shaped beam ships that he said were in China and some other place, wasn't it? It turns out to be a helicopter searchlight, and the camera was set on long exposure, just like we've talked about before with long exposures. It creates these long cylinder shapes. I mean, you can see it's not a perfect cylinder as well, and you can see it's sort of got steps on it. Even on that small video there, you can see the beam of the spotlight coming down on the crowd that they're videoing. So it looks like it's doing the rounds again because Scott's brought it up again. So who's the one that's promoting it? On Reddit, by the looks of it. These old pictures badly related to UFO sightings from China in 2010 are viral again. And never forget the explanation. Helicopters taken with long exposure. And what else we got down here? Real UFO caught on camera. This will change everything. So, don't you just hate some lights in the sky, UFOs, you know? So, no one hoaxed a UFO today. A liar, debunked many times, recycled as usual. Old footage already explained. So, shall we have a look and see what he explained that one is? Skydivers, maybe? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can guess it. Who'd like to have a guess on the side? What do you reckon it is? Looks like it might be off a video. The video gives us more clues, of course. A big light here. Could be skydivers. Does it look like smoke or spotlights? Beams going up that way? Bit hard to tell from that photo. Now, well, let's go and have a look. This is how we find out. Have a look at what other debunkers have done. So you're having to redo it yourself sometimes. You may not agree with them, of course. Depends how good the analysis is. So what do we got here? Group of UFO orbs. Poland. Aha, it's actually fake. Viral marketing. Linked to a commercial spot by Skoda. So there you go. It saved a bit of time. So obviously what he's done is he's searched for the original video that they used and relabeled. I'm not sure how you do a search like that. I suppose you would probably take a few snapshots of the video and then do a Google reverse image search, often the very first frame, I guess, or some frames of the video were used for a thumbnail. But more than likely, people have seen it on there before and probably reported it somewhere, saying it's not a real UFO. So let's keep going and see what else he's done recently. Now look, there's the one I debunked a couple of viral videos back. The Russian space junk. Space junk confirmed it's a rocket plant. Yeah, well, I confirmed it in a 5-minute Google search, didn't I? It's actually a rocket tank. I think we even knew what type of tank it was. So I think it said in the search, but I can't remember what it was now. But they knew exactly what type of rocket it was from and the part name. And several of them have dropped out the skies in 2009 and 2016. Hoaxes everywhere. Plagiarism. So someone's faking what is it, Mars? Oh no, sunspot. So what's happened? We're looking at this and circled it. So there's good old people at NASA Sun. I'm not sure I understand that one. Planet X stuff. I see. So he's saying the guy's claiming he saw that in the telescope. Oh, here we go. Here's two. And he's saying he found the original photograph archived from SDO. So they relabeled it. Okay, good enough. So anything else there that's worth looking at? Russian. What's that? South America. Oh, that's right. Blue lights seen from the aircraft was actually a location of spotlights or water fountain from Casino Atlantic City. So we see quite a few of those ones, don't we? Let's see if we can play the video, I suppose. Probably should open it on YouTube. I got the sound muted. So who is this guy? Recycling nonsense UFO videos. Skip it. Where's that one of the plane? Oh, there it goes. Oh, he might be reporting, same as I am. I don't know. What's he saying? That'd be all in Spanish or something, is it? Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted to see. Oh, yeah, you can see. Oh, what's happened? Didn't want to do that. You can see the edge of the building top here. You see there's a building in the clouds. Oh, yeah. Well, you can see the building shape now. There you go. And it looks like a pattern. What was it, like a blue clover or something like that? Blue 3 rings or some sort. Clearly not a UFO. So, how do we get out this full screen? There we go. So that was the debunk. This guy must be a debunker then. Cool stuff. Did Tyler put that one up? That seems to ring a bell. Or Third Face. I know Third Face like those ones as well. I should post his channel on the side again. I know I did it before. You don't have to be on Twitter to actually look at the page, I believe, but it might come up with a login box. His Twitter account's a lot better than his website, I find. I think his main language is Italian, not English like it is on Twitter. I don't know what's happened to Robert. He should have been awake by now. He said he couldn't sleep all night. He didn't want to miss this one too. He was going to tell us about his alien abduction story. That of his ex-girlfriend, I think it is. No. That looks fake. What's he saying about that one? Fake video, yeah. Over 800,000 shares. How about that? Who would share that rubbish? Would you guys share that rubbish? Anyone with a brain? Photoshop, is it? I know you can get phone apps. Does it play? I hit play button. Must be a screen snapshot. Yeah. Looks like he's if it is a fake, they've pasted a cloud over top. That's a bit like that one I did in UK, remember? And I said it was a phone app UFO. Well, this is probably a similar app because it's got the cloud. And you can see like it's super thick here. I bet if you got hold of the original photograph, and you'd see it the error level analysis will probably ping that right out, probably. So any other good debunks here? You can have a look for it yourself, I guess. There we go, we've got a light in the sky. Could that be a plane contrail? What do you reckon? Even without reading the caption. I think I could even see a plane at the very tip there. And you can see that it's sunrise or sunset where you get the orange going through. So he's got it in Italian, is it? Have we got a translate button for that one? Doesn't look like it. But we sussed that one out. And what have we got here? Oh, look at that one. That seems to ring a bell. Did I debunk that one? Looks familiar. G channel. Oh, so type of channel I wouldn't be visiting. It has since gained popularity among conspiracy theories, including one well-known channel, Secureteam 10. Seriously? Oh, right, Daily Star. There you go. UFO is verified hoax, already published. Oh, that's right. And debunked in 2012. That's right. I saw Jason Gleaves do a video on this. And he did all this fancy analysis on it, and all he had to do was do a search on Google to find out it was a viral CGI fake by a couple of German brothers. And if we click on his debunk link, it'll probably tell us. Here we go. So let's zoom in and let's have a look. So UFO over was saying South Korea, and this channel picked it up. And also Secure Team 10. Hello, would you mind if I analysed it? Well, you didn't do a very good job, mate, if you did. And a YouTube recycled an old fake UFO sighting by hoaxers and CGI experts Donuts, aka Nico and Marco Kasuba from Germany. And the hoax promoter Secure Team 10 thinks it's a great footage to analyze. What a great UFO researcher. So Scott really hates him. Now, I'm not really a hater, but I'm just pointing out Shannon Spirrell. What you have to do if you want to send me footage, you can't send it by email because it's limited to 20 megabytes. What you have to do is you have to upload it to Google Drive, and then you can click the share link button, and then you can email it or post it down the side chat here. Is probably easier. Unless Google spam filters it. Google will probably block it, actually. Best to email it. You can find my email in the About tab on my channel. And create a Google link to your photograph or your video. And just email it. Yeah. You got to remember that I've covered nighttime stuff and about camera artifacts. Are you talking about just lights in the sky there, Shannon? Did you use the apps I talked about to rule out that being planes? Planefinder.net app, and also Heavens Above app to rule out satellites passing in the skies. you'd be surprised how bright some of the satellites are, especially if the sun's on the other side of the world and it reflects off the big solar panels. Some of them have really big solar panels. You should watch my debunk video on. I'll just close that one down. It's gone back to the top, has it? If you go, did I close my channel down? I think I did I? Probably be in history. There's a video I did to how to best film UFOs to better eliminate things. Have I got a bookmark? Unfortunately, there's so much rubbish being put out every day by so many channels out there. Not just the big ones, but also, as you can see, newspapers. We've just gone through probably 10 since I've started. So, which one was that one? So you need to go to my About tab, and you'll find the email there. You just click on it. It should automatically open up your email that you use on your computer. But you'll need to go to, you need a Google Plus account, and you need to join. It will allow you to join Google Drive, and you can. It's very easy to use, and you just say you want to upload a video, and you do it that way. Then you can paste the video that you got, or it will upload your photos, and it will stick on the new system called Google Photos, and that does the same thing, but allows you to share the link in the email. But if we go down here some way, I did a hang on, what are you saying? Yeah, everybody's getting onto live channels now. No, satellites don't change directions, but obviously drones do, and military craft do. And sometimes they're not listed on that plane finder software, but you should at least use it to see if at least it's not a commercial plane of some sort. Also, you get, are you sure? Did you see it with your own eyes? Because that really helps. If you just see it through the camera, more than likely what you're seeing are bugs. Because on the camera adds artifacts because it's technology that has a limited speed that it can process light. And especially at night time, if you haven't got the settings set up right, you might get long exposure streaks. Also, you'll get rolling shutter, which I've talked about. But down here, I've got one called The Best Way to Film UFOs. So if I do a copy link and paste it on the side, if you followed all that, you would have a solid UFO evidence to look at. Although I don't think I talked about camera settings so much. Yeah, We'll see. It's a bit hard to know what your skill level is. You probably would have to have you got a YouTube channel at all? It's a bit hard to probably show the video to everybody live without it being really good. That's why you got to sort of look at it without doing a live stream at the same time. First of all, anyway, and then you can do a live examination on it, like I do by stripping it down and sticking it in my various tools to enhance and zoom on, see if we get any clues. What are we looking at? Yeah, what camera did you record it on? Was it SLR? Why don't you have a channel? Did you delete it, or did Google delete it? You can have a channel, but you can still use it to upload unlisted videos, which you only give out to certain people. You don't have to have stuff public. But best of all is not to use Google at all, because that modifies the video that you upload. What you're best to do, like I said, is sign up for Google Plus and get Google Drive, and you can just upload the original footage to it and just simply share the link, and anyone can watch it on their browser and also download it, of course. But I'm not sure if you can stop the download or not. I'm not too sure what the settings are. Normally when I share it, I want the people to download the hard time with this. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. You've had a hard time. Maybe you shouldn't use your real name. But you're always best, if you think you're getting UFOs, is follow that episode I made and get MUFON to have an investigator come out, and they probably might even come and stay with you to see where these UFOs are coming from. If you've seen them on a nightly basis, they're pretty good. MUFON. If you've been watching some of my videos, you would have seen Earl from MUFON. A lot of professional people. Whereabouts are you? California? Because he's in South California. Now, if Google lists it unknown, then you've been confirmed, pretty much. But they don't know what it is when it's classed as unknown. Of course, we have debunked some of MUFON's unknowns because I'm not sure if some of the MUFON investigators are very skilled on all aspects of video and stuff. A good example was that deep space satellite one. I think MUFON closed it as unknown. Was that the one? I think it was. and we showed it was a plane with its lights reflecting off engines on a long exposure. Because anyone can join MUFON and be an investigator as long as they pass the test. Doesn't mean they have years of experience analysing stuff. It takes a lot of time to become a professional in understanding all the tricks of cameras and videos. And of course, I don't know it all either, but we're learning more and more, and hopefully we're going to get some true unknowns, and maybe you have all right, we've got a troll. Look, I don't care about Tyler. Weren't you told last time? Did you not watch what I showed you last time, Metcalfe? Tyler knows about me. He's known about me for at least a year. And he knows to keep quiet because it would do him a lot of damage. Okay, you've been interviewed from MUFON, so what was your case number? There you go, get rid of that one. Okay. So, there's so many nutty people out there, isn't there, in the UFO field? So, what was your case number there, Shannon? And what did MUFON say? Did they close it as unknown? And that's one. So, are you legit, or are you another one of these Tyler trolls? All right, let's carry on through the list then, if you're not responding. We got that one. That's right, it scrolled up to the top again, didn't it? So we got down to this one here, the horseshoe UFO. What's this one here? I think he's debunked that one already. UFO taking over France. Where is it? Oh, yeah. That's the horseshoe one. There's the video of it. That's actually CGI, believe it or not. And you go to their site, they actually say it's CGI. That's how they know. They owned up to it. So let's keep going down. Here's someone that makes crop circles. Looks pretty good. Aliens, Italian crop maker Francis Gross did it again. Pictures by Francis Grassi. Not Gross, Grassi. He likes going in the grass, by the looks of it. And has he got a link to him? Oh, you're still here. 64162. Oh, we'll plug it in, I guess. Oh. I got UFO Stalker already open. I was going to actually look at some videos from there. It's always a good place to look for new stuff. So you're in Canada? But you haven't said what they closed it or not. I don't think it shows up here until it's closed, though, does it? Boomerang. Looks like we were looking at the boomerang one from the CGI makers. So shouldn't they have a photograph on it? It says there's no photographs. That's the thing I hate about MUFON DB. And of course, this site takes it and formats MUFON database to make it more presentable. Because theirs is just like a single line that you click and open. And if you made this report, why didn't you submit a video link? It doesn't make sense. Since you're a camera expert, you say. Chevron. I don't know. How do we get rid of this one? See you later. Right. Well, so obviously they had nothing to go on if you didn't give them a video. So like I said, you gotta prove it's not planes, skydivers, satellites. You have to open up all the apps, take screen snapshots of the apps. I believe was there some military activity back then? Seems to ring a bell. Weren't they doing exercise off the coast there? Yeah, you're going to just have to provide us more information. There's not much we can do on that one. So looking at UFO interest. So what you do is you upload it to Google Drive and get back to us. I probably won't be doing it tonight because it's nearing 3 a.m. here. And I wasn't going to do any sort of hardcore video debunks. This was just going to be easygoing night, and over here from Robert and his crazy story he had to tell us, but he hasn't shown up. And I don't know if Cuvid's about. Doesn't look like it. So maybe he's working on a, what would that be, Saturday in the UK at the moment. See anyone on the other screen. So here we go, we've got SpaceX on it. That's actually a Russian rocket, is it? Soyuz. Please. I just say that. Please set Tusk. Please set Tusk. I don't know how to say that. Satellite. Not a UFO. I know it's got. We should know these ones by now. SpaceX launches. And how far are we going back now? June 16. That was also on Tyler's, which was, I think I covered it. It was meant to be bugs close to the camera. Oh, here we go. Insect flying close to the camera. So he said the same. Has he got an emanated gift here? Yeah, it's not playing. Why is it not playing? Not sure why it's not playing, but it's insects here. It's something flies past, I think, come out this direction. I think Tyler's got a video up on it, and also you probably find it. Let's see, we probably could search for it ourselves anyway. Might be just worth having a search. What is it? ABC 7. UFO maybe. And we haven't had a few over the years. Turned out to be insects as well. Yeah. Let's see that particular one. Three months ago, could it be that one? What was the year on that one? I mean the month, June, July now, so it wasn't that long ago. SpaceX again, SpaceX, another SpaceX one. Yeah, we see a lot of those. 7th of June, is it? Or was it on this one? It was a weather report, wasn't it? ABC 7, that was probably it. Let's click on it. Let's have a look. Looks like a daytime one. Oh no. Oh yeah. The bug close to the screen gets lit up by the IR lights. As you can see, it's dimmed to nighttime when the IR lights switch over. It looks like they've compiled it all. That's what you get with long exposure. But that's not the same report, is it? Skywatch, watch. Has he got a link to the video? KBW. Let's see if we can find that particular one. UFO courts during broadcast. It's probably not that one, is it? Let's have a look at it. It looks like the right one. So, where's this UFO? Must be at the end here. No, did I miss it? Probably in a few frames, was it? Yeah, they said here. I think I saw something down here. Oh, there it is. It's very small. Little streak. Long exposure of a bug close to the lens. Yeah, it wasn't there for long. So I suppose it's that one. Looks similar. But we had Shannon back. Okay, let's have a look further down. Oh yeah, I think we looked, this is what we looked at last time. Turned out to be a long exposure of a helicopter with a searchlight. Or a front light anyway, a spotlight. Created this long exposure video of what looks like a rocket launch. I think that was on third phase, not Secure Team 10 this time. And Riverville Strange Monolith. The source is from Section 51. They make CGI fakes, yeah. CGI. Oh yeah, there you go. It's got his logo there. Never trust anything from that channel. They even list their channel as a movie and emanation site, not a entertainment even, or science and tech like Tyler does, and other channels that claim to be legit when they're not. Yeah, Shannon, you just have to email it to my address. Email address. Just have a look through this. Here's another Secure Team 10 one. Don't be fooled by the latest video. Secure Team 10 is sponsoring the other unknown hoaxer and Moon conspiracy promoter Street Cat 1. Debunked many times. Also, the alien base was already explained. I think we got some newer photographs for that one. Did you email it to me? Can't see anything in the inbox. Like I said, you have to go to the channel, click the belt tab, and you can find it there. So this cannon on Moon, is it, or was it Mars? Moon. Greaves crater. And I got some HD images since, and that's the one he's saying is the cannon. And you can see inside, I suppose. How do we get it bigger? Looks like it's like a camera artifact. Looks like a shadow. You can see it's got a funny uprise dimple in the middle there. It's got a shadow going across, but we can't see what's over here from that photo. It's definitely on a different angle. You can see how low res it is though on the old early photographs, which adds in artifacts compared to the nice crisp image we now get from new cameras in space. It's no comparison. So we'll just see what the explanation was, or maybe it just shows that picture. Is it doing anything? I think it's loading that big picture in. There's two. So you can look around different angles, I guess. Oh yeah. That's pretty cool. Looks like it's got a dark shadow this side though. That's a bit of a shame. But here's one that looks very similar. Still got the shadow in the same direction. But yeah, can't see what they're saying is a cannon. Clearly just a camera artifact because of the low res and shadows. So did you email it to me yet? Is it still not showing up here? Yeah, but you got to share the link. You won't be able to post it here though, because Google won't let you. I don't think. You could try. Remove the HTTP on the front and just have it as Google.drive and the rest of it and see if it will work. Or just simply email it. And then I can paste it into the browser here. So we got down to the moon cannon, and it scrolled up the top again. But it, as you can see, he's got a lot of debunks, and he doesn't seem to do third phase anymore. Because I suppose most people took third phase to be CGI entertainment anyway, but secureteam's different. He puts out stuff like it's legit, and so he debunks them. So we're back to where we were. Sometimes it doesn't open up a new tab, and that stuff's up where we were. What's that one? U2 cockpit. All right. So he doesn't just do debunks, he also puts up interesting videos as well. That one was a debunk. What is it? Section 51 again. He loves that guy. He finds the original source they use, and then he adds in shows where the UFO is added in. And in this case, it looks like he's added that onto the original, has he? And I can see it on that one. Can't be that then. So what else is new in the video? Looks like there's something there. So are you still there, Shannon? Did you email it? I suppose you're trying to figure it out still. Fake news. Was he talking about this time travel that's been in the papers? Alien from the year 6491. James Oliver. Apex TV are the same who fabricated the video dragon in China and the fake alien over White House. My short thread. Alright. So, obviously, if they're creating fakes, why would you believe any of the stories put out by that person? And also, they've labelled it as entertainment, which means it can be not real. I suppose it's not going to open a new tab, is he? Oh, yes, it is. Now, it looks like we've got multiple tabs here. That's why it's screwing up. Well, that explains it. I didn't spot that. Oh, it doesn't matter. Close down these other ones. So, what has he said? Oh, there, that one. So the story comes from this guy that made this fake of a alien walking on the White House. I believe it's CGI. They don't know with rifles sometimes. So close that down. And we carry on with this one. I think I've debunked that one. It looks familiar. Oh yeah, I did. Remember it was turned out to be that UFO plane they have for air shows. It's also in my channel. Did I keep it open? No. Probably UFO case number 62, or around about there. You can go and have a look, see how I debunk it. But it's actually a plane shaped like a UFO. Actually, now you can see here it's got a little bit sticking out, but you can't see the propeller because it's spinning so fast. This person was filming it through a car. Clearly wouldn't have heard the sound of the plane. It's quite noisy, apparently. So, what's the other one he's got here from the online, Mail Online? Streak in the sky. Yep, they're at RF base. There you go. I thought he was going to say plane. Aerobatic plane with fireworks. So I don't know if it's been on any other large channels or UFO channels, but it's been in the paper at least. So if we click on it, it should open. Right, it's working. I thought they're going to have a video of it. Oh yes, it could be a video. There we go. Is that playing? Oh, it looks like a plane, doesn't it? With yeah, a couple of flares on near the wings. Of course, it's near an RF base, but I believe they've used those very large RC model planes as well to do that, with smaller fireworks, of course, and it's closer to the camera. Will it get out soon? It's going a bit slow. Come on. So as you see, he's got years and years of Twitter ones here. And it's a good reason just to follow him. And this one looks familiar as well. UFO Today. And I believe that was fabricated, was it? Oh yeah, CGI. Thought I've seen it before. A fake UFO done with computer graphics. Looks like that one was on a YouTube, not a newspaper. And this one looks like it might be a Section 51 again. No, it's not a section 51. Oh, it's the same one that he talked about before, showing the channel. That it's on several channels. UFO Today got it from this channel. And he's got the wrong date on it, of course. And that was 2016. So not only has he faked the date, the video is totally fake. CGI. What's that say down here? Film and emanation. As soon as you see that film and emanation, that means CGI. Category. And this channel here is obviously a hoax channel. Let's put it in as UFO technology news, and clearly it's been relabeled to try and get views. And how many views did he get? He got 143,000 views on that video. And as you know, you get $1 per 1,000 views. Depending on ad blocker, could be halved. So it's still not a bad little income from faking that little video. So it'd be about $80. And you have to work how many hours a day for that? Low wage, quite a few hours. And he doesn't like the To the Stars as well. But yeah. I think the 2 stars video is actually quite interesting, and I don't think you can dismiss it. But UFO interest is pretty much a debunker, and he doesn't believe in UFOs in the sky, that all of them are IFOs, identifiable, and also natural. I'll just have a drink, my throat's a bit dry from talking. Section 51 again. So I might just move on to other stuff, because this could go on forever, of course. Here's the one that I debunked with also Mick West. I sort of pinned the plane that was responsible for it. The guy was taking a star formation snap on 20-second exposure or longer, and of course the plane passed in front, and the lens is left open. Of course, what you do is you get smudges on the screen where the object passes in front. As you can see, it's long smudges, and you can see little lines going down this way. So that one I debunked pretty good in a UFO case. Go and have a watch. Here's the plane thing again. I think that was on Tyler's, if I remember right, called Deep Space Satellite. Yep, Security Team. You're back again, Shannon. Have you figured it out? I can't go to your Google Drive unless you've emailed me the link. You got to click the share button once you've uploaded it. Thanks, Shannon. She reckons I'm doing a good service. It's all about being serious UFO researchers and trying to eliminate and educate yourselves to spot what are not the real UFOs. And as you can see, there's a lot put out every week by newspapers and various channels with no analysis done. And here's that one I was talking about a couple of streams back, I think, which turned out to be just a speck of dirt on the camera lens where the wheels of the rover, oh no, OCS, he's taking a mickey. They were saying on the original, on the hoax channel, that the smudge on the screen was a bird in Mars' atmosphere. It turns out to be a smudge, I believe. Ancient code. Let's have a look. Here's the original photograph. There you go. So he emanated a bird just to make fun of it. I think they have stereo cameras, don't they? And on these rovers, and one lens will have the dirt on it and the other lens won't, and they can sort of debunk it straight away because they're looking at the same location like your eyes do. It's like getting a bit of grit on one eye. Looks like they've got a video of it here, so let's have a look. I didn't cover this one at all in my debunks, so it'd be an interesting one to have a look. It's a lion's ground one. So let's just skim. I wanted to see the original video. Looks like he went to NASA archive to find the photograph. So it's not actually a video. That's no good. Here's some more. Let's have a look at this one. Right. Front. Right B. So it did have a stereo camera on the rover. And the next one. Next one. One of them has, oh, there we go. We've gone past that guy. One photograph has the speck of dirt on it. There it is there. And that's left B. And there's right B. So left and right. So that debunks it straight away. So if it was a real object, it should be in both cameras. Excellent. Debunked. Not sure if I've seen that one on any of the larger UFO channels that we've been talking about. Did he say what channel it was on? Some YouTubers and hoax promoters are claiming this weird object taken on Mars was an insect or bird or drone. It's an artifact of the front left B instead of the right B. Doesn't show any object at the same. So he's saying it's a bit of dirt, I guess, artifact, or maybe corruption in the video processing. Is that what he means? Camera artifact. Could be. You'd have to see if it was dirt. I guess they got sort of like wipers on their cameras on Mars, cleaning the lenses every day. You're back again, Shannon? I know. She still hasn't emailed me that link to look at, so we can't actually watch it. So hopefully she'll come back. It's now 3 a.m. gone, so I've been going a couple of hours now, looking at all these UFOs that have been debunked. There was some other stuff I was going to look at. I was going to show you guys. Just can't think what it was now. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We've got plenty of live streams ahead. Let's see if anyone's around. I'm not sure what's happened to all the guys. What's the time in America right now? It must be early morning over there on Saturday. I suppose a lot of people work on Saturday. Let's do a look around the time zones. Of course, I like using this link here, so I'll post it on the side. I'll post it up here. Let's find out what the times are. It's not corrupted like it usually is, so that's a good thing. When the bandwidth goes low on Google, it sometimes makes the characters look strange. So if I zoom in even further, you better read it for sure. So what time? Philippines, 11 p.m. Russia, 3 a.m. Same time as us. Singapore, 11 p.m. South Africa, 5 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. So I'm not sure what happened to Robert. He said he was going to join me. California, so it's early morning. It's quite windy outside. I'm not sure if you hear banging noises. A lot of stuff outside is rolling around. It's like 80-mile-an-hour winds out there. So California's weekend. Florida, 11. So there should be people around from America, eh? Saturday. New York. It's about lunchtime over there. Cool. How about the rest of the world? Japan, 6 in the morning. Finland. Oh, 6 p.m. So they're going into night. Canada. That'd be similar to California. 9 a.m. Yep. And Australia, they're a few hours behind me. Let's see if we can find any other good ones down here. I think we might just have a look at some MUFON cases. Witness military plane accompanied by 4. That kind of looks like it could be CGI. What do you reckon? See how they're all moving in an angular direction? Could be even something printed on a piece of perspex and hung in front of a camera or pane of glass. Okay, someone was published the same video as jet caught being followed by. So they reckon it's a legit video. So why is it all bumpy like that? So a jet followed by 4 other jets. He's got emulated GIF, so he's not showing all the frames. I wonder where the original video is then. Probably go to that case number. So let's go to that case number and have a look, shall we? UFO stalker. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's got a space in front. You have to delete it, right? Search on that. Here we go. Middlesbrough, England. So we got a video there, but also, I don't know, it's got a broken link icon. Oh, bugger. Wonder where it was. Perhaps they deleted it off their YouTube channel or something. Maybe it was classed as a hoax and they simply deleted it off MUFON, I don't know. Yeah, it could be they classed it as a hoax. So we're not going to see the video then. Oh well. On to the next one, I suppose. What's this one? Section 51 again. UFO coming out of the clouds. What he normally does is he finds videos and flips them horizontally. And I think YouTube are clamping down on that now. But they only offer it to big channels, so if he took it from another channel, like, and then edited it and put his own UFO in it, YouTube would catch it out now. Stock footage. But he's added the UFO in. It's amazing, if you go to his channel, it's amazing how many people actually believe they're doing recording and putting up real UFO sightings. They don't bother reading the description, see it's film and animation, which means CGI. And these guys make a lot of money from their channel, putting up fake UFO videos. And you know, people believe it and not just going there for entertainment. Like, that's the usual claim, is that people like to watch it for entertainment. But like I said, if you read the comments, a lot of people actually asking if it's real and all this stuff. They don't bother reading. If they just read the description. He didn't used to class his channel as film and animation. I actually did a debunk on them. You can find on my channel as well. They only changed probably only 8 months, 9 months ago. So, yeah, enough of UFO interest. Go and check it out yourselves and scroll through. Might just have a look over some of the cases submitted on UFO Stalker. Unless I can think of what I was going to talk about. Doesn't matter. So what have we got? Sometimes we find ones we've already looked at. Look, alien head. That means alien abduction normally. Notice it's California, Oregon. So let's have a click and look. I took a photograph of a star, so why has it got no photograph then? Let's have a look. Looks like another fake one, probably. What's it say? I was taking a picture of a star and notice it looks like an alien. And notice it looks like an alien was standing off to the left and looking directly at me. It wasn't there when I took the photograph. English is not correct. What she should have said is took a picture, and afterwards I looked at it and noticed there was a figure that looks like an alien. That's what she's trying to say. But where's the photograph? That one doesn't make sense. Why there's no photograph? Oh well, can't do much of that one, can we? Would have been good to see this alien. So there was another alien one here. I don't think that's the same one. Implanted abduction. No photograph again. So they could at least taken a picture of where they claim the implant is on the leg or wherever. Abduction from home. Lost me. Next day my whole back was frozen. I could not walk, and top of the wrist a lump appeared. So why don't you take a photograph or a video? I grew up and I see it might be a childhood experience, is it? Glendora, California, and that is when abductions began. Decades with no signs of abductions until recently. I was told by someone, vague memory, that it is an organic tracking device in my wrist. My back has repaired. The chiropractor said I wasn't in a car accident. Trauma to my back and muscles. No car accident occurred. And the pain in my wrist is gone and the lump is still there. So, when was that one submitted? So that one probably end up, was it California? Probably end up being from MUFON's case. Denver time zone. Idaho. No, it's not. It's not California then, is it? Whereabouts is Idaho? Must be close. It's on the right side. Oh, it's right next to Oregon. And California's down here, so that's a shame. Because we could have asked Earl about that particular case. See if he can tell us about it. So, there's a few black triangles over this way. Let's have a look at those ones. A large triangle silhouette. Again, no photograph. How about this one? No photograph. UFO seen in cloud. Then cloaking. I saw a craft of some time change. No photograph. I suppose that's always the way. The best sightings, no one gets a photograph of. What do they say on it? Austin. So I decided I needed cigarettes. Had to walk to the gas station across the street and saw what I now believe to be a UFO going really slow over the trees. Headed in a western path, exit my sight line, and the next thing I know, it was going in the opposite direction, towards the east. I watched it until I could no longer see anymore. Strangest thing I've ever witnessed. I've never seen an airplane do that, and so I'm assuming it must have been UFO. Unfortunately, it could also be, as you know, a drone, a black drone shaped triangle. It could have been a nighttime, what do you call it, glider, you know, the triangle shaped ones. Or more likely, it could have been one of those kites, stunt kites. You can get fairly big ones with LED lights on, and also various colors, black, also shaped like a triangle. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a UFO. It could be something like that, you see. Without a video or a photograph, we've got nothing to compare it against. But the big ones the big triangles that you hear about are the ones that Art Bell talked about. He said a large one was so big that it blocked out the sky. And you can hear that on an episode I did in tribute to him being dead. I put his UFO sighting chat in there. And it's quite interesting. It passed over the highway, and his wife and him saw it together. So, are there any videos here? Here we go. So it looks like a nighttime star one. New York. Alright, could be videos. Will they play? That's the question.
It's gone. Look.
Filming through a window, but looks it.
It's not there.
Right, skydivers. See that? Streaks. Alright. Could be a building lights.
Anymore. I just put the camera down and it's gone.
So what are we looking at? Do that. Maybe you need to make it smaller. Makes it maximum screen. We want to sort of go in between, don't we? It's like one of these ones we have to download to play it, I think. He's changed the player to last time. He's got a download link now. They keep changing the site. Let's download it then. See if it works. Did it download? Looks like it. Here we go. No, it didn't open up. Show. Oh, I don't think it's finished downloading, that's why. Show in folder. I think it's finished downloading it. What does it say? 30 seconds ago. It's got small writing. Oh yeah. Still downloading. And I've opened up the window. So, is it finished? No, still going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Let's have a look. What's it done? Okay. Okay, he's saying there's nothing there. I have to change the device that's playing to. Audio. You can see captured it, so it's not in this video. I have to go to cable. See if it plays the sound now.
It's gone. Look, it's not there anymore. I just put the camera down and it's gone. Holy cow. That was a UFO, boys and girls. I got one on camera. There it is, there's proof. There's nothing there.
Why is he saying there's nothing there? Confusing. So let's download this other one then. Well, that one's 20 seconds. That's a minute. That's 4. Took a long time to download though. It's going to take longer to download this one. Alright, we'll have a look at all of them. So what is he saying again? I can never see stars and rocks, especially where this light was glowing. White and red. I saw this looking at Yankee Stadium towards Queens. Hang on. Yankee Stadium, that's where they do the Golden Knights skydiving. And they do have white and red flares. Moving north, airplane flew far above, which would be where they jumped from. And it was gone. And once we can see it, we can sort of nail it down, I guess. And it's going to take a long time, by the looks of it. 2 minutes just to download a minute video. That's crazy. Oh, that's the problem. It's probably coming from his server, or MUFON probably. Stadium. So you probably have to look at a football event and see if they talk about the Golden Knights, I suppose. Also, you should be able to confirm on Plane Finder. wherever a plane was flying, where he said. But they should have had, if it's skydivers, it's going to have a plane that they jumped out of course. Do we risk doing too much while we're downloading? Because the computer goes a bit slow otherwise, or crashes. I think everyone's gone to bed or something, gone to work or something. Alright, unless Google's not updating the stats properly. It's gone up to 3 viewers and dropped to 2. We're still waiting for this download to happen. That's gone back to 1. I suppose what I can do meantime is paste that link into the site if you want to check it out for yourselves. It's a good site to keep an eye on the submissions every month. Yeah, it's funny how people say they're going to come and join me, but they don't always do it. So here we go. That's finished. So let's see if that one plays and has a UFO in it. So he's looking at this thing here. I'll just switch the sound over. I should be able to hear it.
I've been watching this thing hover there, and it's hovering because I see it wobble every now and then, and now it's not. And it's definitely not the North Star, because the North Star should be over New Jersey. This is looking towards Queens. There's no other star in the sky. It's not even blinking. There's no red or green lights. Nothing. This is serious. It's very still now. But before it was on a wobble.
I still think it could be something happening over the football stadium.
This is above Yankee Stadium.
Skydivers.
There it is. Holy cow.
I have to do some searching on that one. But it didn't look like much, did it? He's doing it on a phone. And he's got no optical zoom. That would have helped a lot. So he's got another video there, but it'll take forever to download it. That one took probably 5 minutes, so it's only a minute long. Not sure what's going on, why it's taking so long. It's got to be the website that's coming off. Okay, you joined my channel. But you didn't send me the video, did you, Shannon? Did you post it on Twitter? You can send me a message on there with the link. Not seeing anything now, but no notifications, so I'm not seeing anything new there to me. I'd have to do a DM there or post it publicly and add my tag for it to come up my notifications. But everybody better look at it then, but that's okay if you want to share it. Yeah, not seeing email from you either. Cool. So let's have a play with Plane Finder on this one anyway. See if we can find that location. It's always fun trying to get the location on Plane Finder because it doesn't do it like Google Maps does. So what was the location? Bronx. Same Queens, wasn't he though? Bronx. What's the little map say? Bronx. Does look like it's right over. Oh, there's Queens down the bottom. So he's filming it that direction? Or is he filming Queens? Yankee Stadium. Where's the Yankee Stadium on that map? Yonkers. Oh, let's see. Bronx, New York. Actually, yeah, same to Queens. So that's where we need to do the map, I suppose. New York. It's got to go a direction. We don't normally get that. Helps if I can type. Queens. New York. Actually, put New York in. It's not like Google Maps at all. It's not working. Oh, there it is. That's coming really slow. Really slow. Probably because there's planes on the screen, is there? I don't know. Always goes slow. This particular program. I've pressed the key, but it's not coming up. There it is. New York. It's going to give us any pics. I like it. So what's the nearest airport? LA, isn't it? Oh, no, not LA. What's the airport in New York? Oh, it's not working. Bronx, maybe? Yeah, it's too slow. Terrible, terrible. Oh, look. It's plugging. Maybe if I zoom out. No. All right. What I'm doing, maybe. It's like it's trying to do a real search as I'm typing the letters in, which is always bad, especially when you haven't got much CPU speed for it. See? Yeah. Does it in real time. There hasn't been New York listed there. There's the Kingdom. United States. Here we go. Oh, bugger. What we need to do is search. Ports. So that's working better. Ports. New York. Where's the closest one over there? I don't know. Looks like they've got multiple. Oh, that's right. It's JFK. I should have known that. JFK. So how far away would that be? Just a map. It's taken us there. And where's the Bronx? So there is quite a few airports around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And JFK is way over here on the coast. So on that map, he was Manhattan, Bronx, Queens. So they're the three key ones. Can we see that on the map on Google? Long Beach. Does look like the right area. Where's Manhattan? There we go. Yonk. Oh, there we are. It is in the right place. So there's going to be a lot of air traffic there, eh? Bronx, Manhattan. And you said it was near Queens, and there's an airport here. So we're looking at east. It's LaGuardia Airport. Looks fairly big on the photograph. Why would they have so many airstrips so close to each other here? Look at this one. Heliport. Oh, that's all right. Oh, what's happened to it? I think it's gone there because I've double clicked it. Heliport. Yep. And Newark Liberty International Airport. And that one looks quite big too. So which one do we go for? Last summit, rather, wasn't it? Let's see if we can get it with LA then. LAG. GGG. Can't see it on the keyboard. Need a light. Here it is, here, isn't it? Zoom in. Philippines, no, not that one. None of those. Hasn't come up in the search. Unfortunately, I've lost the little icons that I had. I better go back there, shouldn't I? Is that the one? Report. Next one back. So it looks like I have to go with John F. I wonder if it's JFK. Well, we could try searching on that, I suppose. JF. I'll press it. FK. Okay. Kennedy. International. Oh, got a lot of planes landing and flying around in circles waiting to land. Oh, as I said, it would be busy with planes. Lots of planes. There's that airport. Helis. Look at the helicopters. We've got a few helicopters up at the moment. Wonder what they're using for. Rich businessmen. What, helicopter? I've never seen a helicopter on this before. That's quite exciting. And it's got a picture of it. And it shows you where it's been. Did a loop around there for some reason. So, lights in the sky. Could easily be helicopters looking at that. Wow, we've got lots of airports here. I wonder why. Maybe Kennedy got too busy or something and they had to expand it somehow. Are they normal planes? Normal passenger jets? So Queens was about here, wasn't it? Manhattan. Oh, it's further up. There it is, Queens. So there's no planes flying through it at the moment. Well, that looks like a big plane there. No image for it. So now we got the right location. We can plug in the playback option. And we want to look for planes over Queens. There. So map, playback. What's it doing? Keeps going off. Maybe I have to do it quick. I don't know. What is it doing that for? Just to be annoying. So what's this come up on the screen here though? Got some junk on the screen. I think that's a bug. I think I called it 4 o'clock. Well, it looks like none of the guys are going to come on, so I'll probably wrap up after this. Also, I can get rid of that crap on the screen. Which is annoying because it's hiding. How can I get rid of it? Or if we just make it smaller. Oh, that might have done something. What's that thing there on the side here? Plus and minus. Drag to change. Get rid of it. I think it's a bug. I think I probably have to close it and then reopen it. Huh? Yeah, there's always problems. But I should remember where we were last, hopefully. Alright, looks like it's got rid of the junk on the screen. And Queens is there. So let's get the playback. Oh, now it's working better. So, what year was it? this month, wasn't it? 18 July, 19th of July. So we type that in, roughly 7:15 in the evening. So I'm to go, was it 17 I said, wasn't it? Yeah. Will it be 12 hours? We'll try 7. But I think it'll be to get it to UNC time. It'll probably be yesterday date, 19th. Oh, hang on, he submitted it 19th. What was the date on the report? Oh no, 19th, cited 19th. So, we'll go back and change that. Let's hit play, see what the UNC time is. And it's the 18th, like I said it would be. And it has to be... Oh, it's going slow. So we have to add 12 hours on, I think. Or probably a bit more, actually. 19 or 17. At the moment we got 19. So if we add 12 on, should get it down the bottom correct. Let's have a look. Not so many planes around. 19, the date's right, time's wrong. And there's a foot, we're going to have to add a few more hours on. So another 12, so we can't do that. So it'd be 7 the following day then. 20th, see what that gives us. 19 for 5. And there's no planes on the map. So let's roll it back to 10 past. Play. Oh no, there are maps. Oh yeah, a lot of planes. Just took a wee while for it to retrieve the information. So it's coming up to the time he said he saw it. And crikey, look at it. A load of them. And how many says? 98 on the screen. And quite a few flying around here. Could possibly be that small jet there. Looks like a Learjet. No, it's a 2-engine passenger jet. Well, we'll keep playing. You can see it's going to land. That's its path that's planned. Landing. So, could be here. So that's why he's probably seeing a light. Look at the planes. There's this load of planes in the sky. One coming up here. Straight over Queens. Could it be that one? No image. and it's saying it's New York, New York. So it's come from that other landing strip. Now look, it flies around in circles. It flew around in circles, I should say. So it still could have been. It doesn't make sense. So it went there. And we've got multiple lines appearing. And it's got a dotted line going that way. That makes no sense. But there was the airport there, wasn't it? So that one looks like it's just taken off here. So that one took off from the airport, went up here, flew off that direction, then it come back this way, flew around, did a swift turn there. That would make sense, because if he's going this direction, you probably only see the tail light, and it looked like it's stationary in the sky for all that time. Right, looks like it may have gone this way. Bit hard to read that. Just keep playing it anyway. See where it goes. So it's going down this way. So when he said it disappeared, it was at the time that he said, was where it did a turn. If we roll it back, we'll track that one, back one going. Hit play. That's disappeared, you see. And why did it disappear? So which one was it now? Wasn't that one? Sure, I don't know how you would debunk it. I think it's the plane lights that he's seen. So where's this football stadium though? Should be able to see it here on the map, shouldn't we? Can't see it. Grand Central Parkway. So why do they call it Queens over there? So I zoomed in, it's cut off some planes. Ah, that one suddenly appeared out of nowhere. Form Queens. 5 minutes before the other one. That one zooms by. no one's zooming by. Coming up to 20 past, I think he said it was. Or quarter past. What time was it now? 23. Maybe it wasn't that plane, I thought then. So active there though. Let's see what we get over Queens at 23 then. That one there. And it's going in a straight line. Would explain why he's only seeing the light. Initial jet. You see in the all jets have we call a tail light that's quite bright, 600 watts or whatever. That's definitely going in the direction that he was filming. Let's see if there's no one appears. Little plane. Well, that's 23 now. Hey, Shannon. Are you back again? No. Yeah, it's old message. Here we go. 22, 23. Didn't see anything. Anything. I still think it was a plane that he saw. Shame he didn't take a photograph because it's got extra information in it. He may have the wrong time. Let's have a look at the video again. Need to find that he's talking about. That one there.
But it was pulsating light. Now it's not. And got the North Star. North Star should be over in Jersey. Star in the sky.
You'd think it'd be obvious on the plane finder. Let's have a look on Google Maps. Queens. Yankee Stadium. Where's that? Just might have to search on it. Huh? Yankee Stadium. There we go. So that's where it is. So let's zoom out. So where's Queens? Queens to that. Let's change to a map a wee bit. New York. Queens is there. So it's a lot closer to where he's filming it from. Where was he filming it from? The Bronx. So where's the Bronx on Google Maps? Where is the Bronx? Probably looking at me and I can't see it. Can't be too far away from that, can he? So Yankee Park's on there. Brooklyn. Isn't Bronx near Brooklyn though? Frustrating. Must be zoomed in more maybe. That's going all crazy. Just how do you know the area? I suppose this is one way to learn about locations on the map. There's Bronx. So where was he though? That's he's in Queens. Is that what he's saying? Bronx. Where's Queens then? Now I'm confused. Queens is way down here. Whereabouts is he located then? Oh yeah, so that must be the stadium there. That matches the map. So he's saying a plane flew far above, but there was a lot of bloody planes on there. So I should have looked at that one. It's got Bronx there. Doesn't make sense though, because he said it's heading towards Queens. Let's have a read of this again. I was looking at Yankee Stadium towards Queens, but he's in the Bronx. Doesn't make sense to me. Bronx is here. You'd have to be on that side in Manhattan. Totally makes no sense. Queens is here. Stadium is in the straight line here. But Bronx is above. He's from in this direction. It does make sense. I don't think we can figure that one out. So, we know where Yankee Stadium is now, at least. So we need to head towards Manhattan on the map here. So a bit off course. It was here. Where all the green stuff was from it. Here somewhere. So this map is not as good. What was some of the street names? High Bridge, Hard Rock Cafe, next to Dam Park. Dam Park. Maybe here. Let's turn my head in this. It'd be too early in the morning now. Park Drive. Shame we can't link it. Definitely some green patches of grass there. Queens. I was heading off for this direction. That looks like a stadium. Oh, that could be the airport. There was one over there, wasn't there? It's difficult. One low wind. That's interesting. There's a helicopter there. It was here, wasn't it? And at that time, there was a helicopter. This is what I said originally, wasn't it? That it could be a helicopter. And of course, they don't have red and green lights. They just have a spotlight on the front. No image for it either. Looks like it flies around quite a bit. Circles. Hunter's Point. Is that where the stadium is, though? I still haven't confirmed it. Let's zoom out a bit. Does look like in the same place, though. North Stadium, Yankee Stadium. Metro Station. to Yankee Stadium, Concourse Village, Upper Manhattan. So, hello, what's up? It's getting late here. 4:30 a.m. I was just trying to get my head around New York map, trying to pin a sighting on UFO Stalker. And it's driving me crazy. I thought it might have been a helicopter. Just trying to see where Yankee Stadium fits in. That helicopter there. Manhattan is there. New York, lower. East Village, that seems to ring a bell. East Village, so Upper Manhattan. So are we too low down? There's Upper Manhattan on this. Midtown. Where is Manhattan? I guess there's Lower Manhattan. So that must be Midtown. And Upper Manhattan. So where's the Yankee Stadium then? Well, the plane finder doesn't have a nice map like Google does. Washington Heights. So much more information on Google. Hunters Point. So yeah, it's lost me. Zoom out a bit. So there's New York. Where was it on the map here? Let's zoom out. New York. So we should be able to do it from here. New York, Manhattan. So it's further up still. So it can't be that helicopter. So it must be further up here. Yankee Stadium. I think I might have found it, have I? And there is a plane. West Bronx. So where's the stadium? So he said he was in the Bronx. Filming that way. So that was the plane he said was high up. And 10,000 feet. So yeah, I don't know. He said it was lower down. I think it was probably just something over the stadium. Often they have skydivers, but that didn't look like a skydiver in the video. Maybe it can. Was Yankee Stadium doing something that night? We have to find out. Do a search. Hey, Rene, you're a bit late. I was going to wrap up after this. None of the guys come on. I don't know what happened to them. Robert's been not sleeping. Maybe it's too hot in the UK for him. Yes, it's very early in the morning here. But I don't know where everyone is today. Saturday, you think everyone will be around. Nothing from Robert. And Cupid's not around. So it beats me. So let me find out if Yankee Stadium was open that night. Say, Renee, what are you up to? We had a bit of fun earlier. That what's her name? Metcalfe that trolled me last time. Back again, threatening me, and she's going to report me to secureteam 10 that I'm trashing him. It's hilarious, really. It's just as well Cupid wasn't on with me. He would have trashed her again. But we ended up having to block her because she was being stupid, calling me a hypocrite for debunking Tyler. And I was at the time showing UFO interest, but really dislikes the UFO stuff, fake UFO stuff Tyler puts up. And I was doing a few reports that he had up at the time as well. So it's not just me. So Yankee Stadium events, the timetable at all. Events. Nice to say July, is it? Yeah, July, wasn't it? July. So let's try that one. Was there anything on the 19th? Current events. We actually want past events now. There's quite a lot of links there. Well, let's check out one of them, I suppose. Have we got dates? I suppose they might. The new one's coming up, so that's no good. November, June 28th. That might tell us. Perhaps I have to type in the 19th. July. So that's gone past the date. And then SIP. Hard Rock Cat Yankee Stadium. That's a bit of a bugger. Just went past the 19th. So can we get ones before? Probably not. Next month. Unless that's the first one of the month. Maybe there wasn't anything happening on the 19th. So we know there's no helicopter over, but only a plane that he talked about on the video. So it matches up. Put 19th and see if it says anything. So, what have we got? Got 19th crossed out, so it looks like they didn't have anything happening. So that rules that out. Being a balloon or some sort of advertising. First there. This is 2 days after the sighting. Other people would have seen it if they thought it was a UFO, though. I reckon it would have been an advertising blimp. So it might not have been Yankee Stadium. It may have been something else close to it. It's too hard. Let's retype in New York, maybe. It was after 4th of July. Best Events Festival in July. Let's have a look at that one. Holy moly. So have they got anything for the 19th? I suppose again it might have scrolled it off. Certainly a lot happening on the 21st. Beer Festival, games for everybody. Yankees Festival. Free movies. They could be advertising for the events coming up because yeah, I don't think it. I think it must have been something advertising. But how to prove it? So it all happens on the 21st onwards. That looks like. Yep. Goes on to August. So maybe you have to look at the previous month then, June. See where that ends. Yeah, apparently. There's a bright light. You'll probably have to go back and watch the video, but I'll just give you a quick look. Just a bright light. Could be anything. Did I click it? Getting a bit tired now, so I've been going for probably over 4 hours ago. That little dot of light there. Could it be a blimp? But then it would have been on that plane finder, I suppose. It doesn't look that too high up. Why is it all corrupted? Yeah, it's all corrupted. There we go. Looks like it's moving slow to me. Pulsating the light, he's saying. Yeah, it's not that high up. Could be a blimp. Advertising blimp. I'm not sure how MUFON would better investigate that case, but looks like we know it's not a plane. There was the plane he was talking about in the video. He said it was high up. So there's probably all sorts of places around there that would use advertising blimps. Which you can see better on the Google map. Yankee Stadium. So we zoom in at where the plane was here. Metro. Court Deli, a food place. Could it be an advertising blimp for them? If it was blinking, it could have been flashing up some information. Specials now or something. But I don't know. June, so I was going to have a look. So, what are you saying? Oh, no, it wasn't. Renee. Where's everybody else filming it closer up and all that? If that's a real UFO, there'd be lots of reports on the web, wouldn't it? How many people live there? Millions. It's going to be more than one person that saw it. I suppose you could search YouTube to see if there's any other UFO videos up. Bronx, what would you say? Is that going to come up? Bronx, I suppose it's from Bronx. Is it right? It's not working very well at the moment. Bronx UFO. August. It wasn't in August, it was in July. So it looks like they've had other sightings there before, which probably turned out to be these skydivers they use a lot. Oh, onto full screen. And that was 2011. So I don't know. Can't see anything in that one. Could be the same thing, you see. It could be an advertising balloon. Looks like they're aiming in the same sort of region of sky. Pretty low res, crappy video. Don't know what that one is. Cloud. Smoke cloud. Looks like low res artifact to me. But it looks like there's a bright light there. Could be a reflection on a window. Fake UFO. But I'm not seeing any for July. Oh, what's happened? I'm back in July. One year ago. So we have to put 2018. But I bet there'll be some video there. It's probably the same object filmed years ago too. One's missing. Forward in time. Finally. The Bronx UFO. What time was that? 1 year ago. So that's old. So there's no videos put up by the looks of it for that date. Well, not this year anyway. MUFON. 3 months ago. So that's way before 1 month ago. That's a daylight one. Balloons. Here we go. 7 years ago. Plane contrail. 2 years ago. So no one else noticed it or filmed it. All those people there at night time. All those restaurants. So it beats me what it is. Still got my feeling it probably was an advertising balloon. But because we don't know the status of the MUFON case, whether it was closed, and no description of what it was closed as, because they don't allow that to be public for some reason, there's no way that we can find out what other information they found out. Anyway, I'll just have a look at the calendar here. But I think I'll wrap up and call it a night. Had a look at lots of different UFO cases and reports. So we went through a bit tonight. June, July. Asian films. So could it be related to that? June to the 12th of July. Doesn't quite reach the range. And then the 15th. Because we're looking for the 19th. Don't see anything in that date range there. But I bet there is a lot of advertising balloons. If we go back, let's see, we'll just do a search on advertising balloons for Bronx and see if there's any in Bronx area. Well, it was more like a oval shape to me. It looks like a blimp. Bronx. Oops. Did I spell it right? Nope. Bloop. There we go. Ah, there we go. We've got some pictures popping up. 1,000 feet. That looks about right that he saw in the video. And they would be lit up. I suppose you'd have to contact them by phone and say, did you have any up on that particular date and time? Floating on a blimp in the Bronx, New York Times. So if we put the date in, maybe. Let's just have a look at this one here. 1,000 feet above New York. You have to see if there's nighttime ones. That could easily be the right size. Hey, look at it go. That's what we're going to see of it. That's pretty cool. So we want to do nighttime. See if there's any nighttime ones. I'll get it eventually. Lean on another key, I think. So I can't see the keyboard. Right. Do we have any pictures of a nighttime one? Oh yeah, there you go. And they even got videos. And there's that Met Life one. The Blimp Patrol. Would they show up on Plane Finder is the question though. I don't think they would. But they'd be on radar map probably, or some. The air traffic control must know where they are, because there's a lot of planes flying all around there, coming in to land. Mind you, the airport, they come down at 4,000 feet, down to 1,000 and so on, and the airport's a fair distance away. So it's possible that they could have a blimp up and the plane fly overhead, so I still think it's a blimp. I wonder if we could narrow it down. Let's have a look at some of the images. So it just gives us a load of images instead. That's no good. We've got videos though. We've got these ones here. Nighttime one. Da, 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 da. Definitely nighttime. Yeah, it's a video. I reckon it could be that then. Snoopy. Livermore Airport. Is that in the Bronx or New York though? I know they had about 5 little airports all around. Just type in the date. I suppose I could rip the video and do a full zoom on it. I'm not going to do that. There's a J key gone. There it is, July. We got a schedule for Goodyear Blimp. What is it in New York though? It's got Bronx listed there. Must include Bronx. Let's click on that then. Let's see. What's this one here? Hindenburg flight schedule. That's going back years, I'd say. It didn't come up with any hits on that particular date though. Still looks like a blimp in the video to me though. Oh, I think we'll just wrap it up there for the night. We did a lot. My brain's had it. What's the time now? Almost 5 AM in the morning and I haven't had sleep yet, so I'm just going to shut down now, Renee. Go and have a watch the beginning of it, I guess. When it's finished joining all the bits together. It takes about an hour after I shut down. Oh, let's see if the music cue's all right. Well, thanks for joining us, people. Have a good night, or good morning, or good day. And maybe I'll do another stream tomorrow or the next day. See how I felt. Shane Roberts joined. He was going to tell us about his abduction girlfriend.